Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. Today I'm going to show you how to create a Gypsophila bracelet. Now often wrist corsages can be worn attached to a pearl bracelet, but on this occasion I'm going to create the bracelet entirely from Gypsophila. So just to introduce to you the tools and equipment that I'm using today. Obviously my scissors, and then we have parafilm, some 100 by 180 millimeter stub wires. I have a 6 millimeter double-faced satin ribbon, and finally my Gypsophila. Now there's two stems here which I've cut into small manageable sized pieces. Now firstly you need to measure the size of the wrist. So do that with something that's non-stretchy, and then allow an extra inch either end to create loops. So once you've cut the wire to the length, make tiny hairpins either end or loops, and then cover your mechanics with your parafilm. Now you can use Stemtex as an alternative if you prefer. Parafilm really responds well if you've got warm hands and it's kept in a warmer environment. If you keep it in the cold, it will perish and it'll snap very easily. It's also not great if your hands are wet. So you may find you're more comfortable working with Stemtex, but just have a practice, see what works for you. As I say, I prefer parafilm. Now to use parafilm, roll it around the base of the hairpin you've created and then pull it and twist. So stretch the tape and twist it. And then if it does snap, just apply again. So pull and twist. And then once you've got to the other end, just fold it back on itself so you've got a nice, neat finish. And that's the frame that you require. So then taking small pieces of Gypsophila, bunch them up into your hand so you've got a little cluster. Place the loop just below the cluster so you've got an overhang, and then bind the Gypsophila to the frame. Trim any of the loose stems as you go, just to keep that frame neat and tidy. And keeping the loop on the reverse side of your creation, take the next cluster, form that in your hand so you can adjust how much you need. Offer it up to the first piece that you've attached and place it slightly below so you've got good continuation. Once again, take that in with your parafilm, trimming the stems. Now continue until you're approximately halfway along, and then turn round and repeat the process coming in from the opposite direction. In exactly the same way, ensure that the Gypsophila protrudes beyond the loop. trimming as you go. Now complete that process until you've a small gap left in the middle, and then I'll show you how to finish. So to fill that little gap, once again, take a cluster of Gypsophila into your hands. Now this actually reinforces just how versatile and cost-effective Gypsophila is. So I've literally used one stem here and there's several pieces left over. Tuck that cluster into the design and then gently bind it into position with your parafilm. Now if you feel that that's slightly awkward, you could bind it with some very light gauge reel wire first, just to secure it in position, and then cover your mechanics once again with your parafilm. Removing the stems, and then it's just a case of fluffing the Gypsophila into position. I'll just clear these pieces out of the way. And turning it upside down, add your ribbon. So cutting two 30cm lengths of ribbon. Thread that through the loop. And tie with a knot either end. Then turning the bracelet to the right side, gently manipulate the wire so it curves around the wrist, and you're ready to attach. You just need to get someone to tie in position. So there we have it, our Gypsophila bracelet. Now this is a really versatile and adaptable design, perfect for bridesmaids, whether they be older bridesmaids or youngsters. The beauty of wearing something like this is you have both of your hands free. So if you've got an older bridesmaid that needs to hold on to a smaller one, then her hands are free and she can do that quite easily. Also perfect for a prom or even mother of the bride. If the mother of the bride is wearing something that's very delicate, very light, dainty fabric that you don't want to damage in any way, and she doesn't have a bag or a hat, then wearing something like this could be the perfect solution. Easy to put together, easy to wear, long lasting, and illustrates perfectly how versatile and cost effective Gypsophila is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has illustrated for you the skill and technique involved in creating this style of design and giving you the confidence to experiment with different types of wrist corsage. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.